If you want to offer real good hospitality in any business, the next topic is very, very important. It's all about language. Language is the thing that can make the difference in communication. And that is what you are looking for when you are communicating with a customer. As you know, language is divided in two parts, the verbal part and the non-verbal part. The non-verbal part is better known as body language. Now, body language in itself is divided in three pieces. The first piece are the words. Only 7% of our body language are words. Much more important is the tone of voice, the intonation in your voice. 38% of body language is intonation or tone of voice. Because with one word, you can make a complete difference towards your customer. You could say, for example, well, sir, I'd like to plan a meeting with you on Thursday or Friday. But you could also say, I would like to plan a meeting with you on Thursday or on Friday. And emphasizing that small word or will give the feeling to the customer that he or she has a second option, that you are actually doing an extra effort to help them in what they are looking for. The most important piece in non-verbal language or body language is the physiology. Physiology is how you stand, how you keep your body. Even your facial expressions are very important. Even the way you breathe will show a customer or anyone what you are doing. So non-verbal communications are really important. Have, for example, a look at these two people. As you can see, they're having a good time. They're looking at something, they're pointing, which is not the most polite thing in the world, but anyway. Now I'm going to show you a picture of those two people again in a different situation, and they will be pointing again. Now have a look at how the atmosphere will change. And that is exactly the same with you. If you are talking to one of your people working with you in your team, for example, and a customer comes towards you, let's say 20 meters away, he or she will see and more will sense if there's something wrong. So really watch your body language. It gives so much away. It's so very important. Have a look at this picture, for example. Here you can see a tennis player, and this is what he is shouting to the referee. Not the nicest thing in the world. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the photo and I'm going to leave the words. Have a look how that changes, again, the atmosphere. A good example of body language is shaking hands. Historically, it comes from the knights showing trust towards one another and meaning they are not bearing any arms. So that's where it comes from. But these days, shaking hands, it's more of a polite way of saying hello. Now, how do you shake hands? First of all, you give a straight hand. A hand like this. Not like that, just like that. That's a straight hand. Next, if you offer your hand to somebody, you're going to advance towards that person. Don't pull away, because if you do, for example, that's a bad sign of body language. You probably agree. At the same time, you make eye contact and you smile. Not only do you do that, but you give quite a powerful handshake. You have to be careful with ladies or people wearing jewelry. But anyway, don't have it too faint, if you know what I mean. It has to be a powerful handshake. But the most important thing is, when you are shaking hands, while you are shaking, do not turn your hand. Because when you turn your hand upwards, that means you want to be dominant. That means you want to dominate the situation. And also, your customer or your client will feel that. I'm going to show you a picture of two people in politics. And these people are not the best friends in the world, but they have just went through a meeting. And at the end of the meeting, they're shaking hands. And have a look at the picture and what that body language says as who wants to dominate who.